Here's something wild. In 1967, a broke stuntman managed to create viral marketing before social media even existed, all by making fake phone calls pretending to be reporters and TV executives.
That's such a brilliant scheme. Evel Knievel basically manufactured his own hype out of thin air. The way he orchestrated that publicity campaign really shows how ahead of his time he was.
And what's fascinating is how well it worked. He created this fictional company, Evel Knievel Enterprises, and had his friends bombard Caesar's palace with calls about this supposedly upcoming jump that nobody had even agreed to yet.
You know what really gets me? The stakes involved. Here's this 29-year-old guy, nearly broke, borrowing money from his grandmother just to make this happen. The pressure must have been unreal.
Well, speaking of pressure, get this. The morning of the jump, he walks into the casino, loses his last $100 at blackjack, then downs some wild turkey bourbon for courage. Talk about living on the edge.
Hmm. That detail really captures the whole essence of Vegas in the 60s, doesn't it? And then there's the brilliant move of hiring John Derek and Linda Evans to film everything.
Right. And that footage turned out to be absolutely crucial. The ABC Wide World of Sports broadcast reached millions, and suddenly this spectacular failure became the launching pad for his entire career. I mean, he ended up in 7 of their 10 highest-rated episodes ever.
The injuries from that crash were just horrific, though. Crushed pelvis, broken femur, fractures everywhere. How did he even survive that?
You know what's interesting about that? There was this widespread belief he was in a coma for 29 days, but his wife later revealed that wasn't true. It shows how the mythology started building even while he was still in the hospital.
The way he turned that failure into success is remarkable. Like, the merchandise empire alone. The action figures, lunchboxes, even that iconic red, white, and blue jumpsuit that ended up in the Smithsonian.
And the timing couldn't have been better. December 1967, right before one of America's most turbulent years. The country was deeply divided over Vietnam and civil rights. And here comes this larger-than-life figure who somehow united people in their fascination with his stunts.
The numbers from that day are mind-blowing. Some Vegas newspapers claimed 50,000 people showed up to watch someone they'd never even heard of before.
Well, think about the audacity of it all. Attempting to jump 141 feet over the fountains at Caesar's Palace on a borrowed motorcycle with basically no safety measures. That kind of spectacle would be impossible to pull off today.
So, what do you think it was about Knievel that made him such a lasting cultural icon?
I think it was this perfect combination of calculated showmanship and genuine daring. He was smart enough to orchestrate elaborate publicity stunts, yet crazy enough to actually attempt these life-threatening jumps. Plus, he understood something fundamental about human nature, that people are just as captivated by spectacular failure as they are by success.
That's exactly right. He wrote this blueprint for modern celebrity that people are still following today, even if they don't realize it. Create buzz, take risks, document everything, and never let failure be the end of the story.
And ultimately, that's what makes this story so fascinating. It's not just about a motorcycle jump or even about Evel Knievel himself. It's about the American appetite for spectacle, the power of marketing, and how sometimes the most spectacular crashes can lead to the most impressive comebacks.